What's up, folks? Heine's Morning Update, March 3rd. So, crazy day, dippy day. Then we closed up yesterday at 83 ish. Opened right up there. So, we dipped down to 74, and 94 is where we're at now. 98 is your 50 day, 02 is your overnight high. We still have that 06 4010 level, which is probably going to be something to watch. We do have a 15 up there, but I think that if we get above that 010, we'll get to that 23 to 27. Then we get into the zone, into the 40. So I would look at 40 as resistance if we get above 27, squeak through that. We do have some singles and stuff like that up to back to 76, but I would look at 40, 70 would be my top target today if we were to rally all the way up there, which I doubt we see happening. 36.68, we've had a close there and open there. Just below it at 60, we've had some action there, and then your 200 days down at 49. This 70 level is going to be, the 68, 70 level is going to be important. And that's pretty much what I'd be watching today. So above that, I'm cautiously bullish. Below it, then I'm bearish. Rarely do we see a pivot here at 39, 67, 75, and your yearly POC is at 68. So your pivot is right on the POC for the year. So that's going to be an important level today. I think everyone's going to be watching it. So I would watch for the 70 to be defended, 68, 70 to be defended. And if not, then we'll drop down. That 39.40 is great. And these two I don't think are going to be, 40.10 and 40.38. I don't think we have a crazy move. We really haven't had substantial moves. Up high here. So 40.36 I'd watch too. That's the 260. Joey's infamous 260, so I'd watch that. We're kind of in between the 50 and the 200 now, so both those levels. And again, here's your 39.67 POC, which is a 2-year volume. So 1 year and 2 year volume are right here at this 39.68 level. So that's going to be important. You're just above the trend line. You're just above the 200. So I would look for this level to be defended. If we lose it, I think that we're going to start heading down. But as of now, I don't see a reason why we would. So yeah, it's interesting. 40.10, that's a great pivot, and then 38 is just under your 40 level. So these pivots today are spot on. Downside, again, we get below that 70 level, 68, 70, I'd look at the 60, and then I'd look at the 200, that 47, 49 area. We did come down below it, but we came back up, right? So we dipped down below, and then it was recovered. So this was bought up, and then you had a lot of volume in here, so a lot of acceptance. We spent a lot of time in this area. So I don't see death on the horizon right now. I would see that this level here more than likely would be defended. And the 60, but for sure, well, not for sure, but probably that 50, 49, 47, 200 day. I would doubt that they're going to want to close the week below that 200. And if you've noticed, since the 200, we haven't had a close below it. And I think that would start to trigger chaos if we did that. So I would assume that would be defended. Euro down, up, down. We're kind of hanging out, so we'll see if this is a continuance to back up. Again, a close below that 479 level would signify downside. So again, on this one, I would expect them to probably defend that level. If we lose that and close below it, that would be like closing below the 200 day on the ES. And here's your SPX. Look at this, 50 and 200. Okay, we're smack dead. There's your high, there's your low. Okay, so that was yesterday, which is interesting. You do have a cash gap. I wouldn't worry about that. 40.52, 40.79. I would use that 52 as resistance if we got back up there. But again, I think we're up 11 now. All index is green, but we'll see. And then here's your trend line. and your 3940 is your 200 on the SPX. So again, I don't know. It's a real tricky area that we're in right now. So I don't see. I would assume there would be more consolidation today, and we don't see anything drastic. That's just me. Everything could change. We do have a few numbers coming out today, so I think we have, what do we have? PMI. So we'll see if that's at 945. We'll see if that has any impact. ISM services, I don't know. And then we have two speakers, of course, because why not? What's a day without speakers? Logan, I don't know. And Bowman, I don't know if either of these two are typically hawkish or not. Yesterday we did have a rally because one of the speakers was, kind of backed away from that, 50 hike and back into a quarter hike, and even said that they're going to pause and gave the pivot people hope. So again, we'll see if there's a continuation of that rally or if that was it and it's going to park, and then reverse back down. I don't know. Interesting day, but right now we're going to gap up around 12 points if that stays steady. Again, PMI is not till 9:45, so we'll be open for 15 minutes before that number comes out. And I don't know if that's going to be substantial or not. I mean, I would assume if it's a big miss, then something will move, but I don't know. We could do a classic Friday squeezy ramp. Not sure. Anyway, stay safe. Don't ruin your week today on trying to force a trade. If you don't see it, don't trade it again. I haven't really liked the action in the last probably week or two, and I really don't like where we're at in the spot right now because this really could go either way. We could do a rippy rip or a dump, or we could just sit here again. There's really nothing, I don't know, not a lot of information of where we're headed. So we might just squeak out this week and then get into next week. Next 2 weeks should probably see an uptick in volatility and probably uptick in the moves since we've kind of consolidated. So anyway, stay safe. I'll be in and out of the room all day.